7:44 right now. News 3 is taking action for your mental health this morning.
Listen, we're all handling the pressure of the pandemic differently, and that has no doubt led to some arguments with family members on friends on how lax or strict they're being.
So the question is, how do we stay safe, keep our sanity, keep our relationships intact?
We had a conversation with renowned psychiatrist Dr. Dion Metzger. Here's some advice.
Everybody's making their own decisions in terms of precautions for their safety. And it's just too much. It's upsetting. So if you're going to see somebody who is, out and they're out and about in this, huge concert of people or huge club where people are packed in and it's going to make you anxious, how about you just mute their stories for a little bit? How about you just don't take a look? Because that's going to be upsetting for you. But then we have the extreme where people are staying home and they're judging everybody who's going out to do anything, so that stresses me out. So it's just kind of, you have to balance between what is stressing you out and what isn't. And right now we have to really limit the stressors. We just have to, because we don't really know the end date. We're looking at a possible second wave in the fall and the winter. We're not going to make it if we're going to be letting all of these outside influences have such an impact on our mood.
How do you communicate with family members who may have a different view on how to handle the stress of staying safe?
And, we see it across generations, right? So like the older generation might be way more careful and aren't like comfortable walking in the park as compared to the younger generation who may be in the club. So we have to just really accept each other's views. But what is really important is that with visiting your older generation, so say your parents or your uncles or your aunts don't live near you and you have to go visit them, if it's going to make them uncomfortable, do not do it. Do not do it. I know we miss our family members, but we have to respect each other's decisions. I think that's really kind of the moral of it. So if they want to stay isolated and they're not comfortable with all the stuff that you're doing, you're going to have to stay away from right now. So I think just accepting our differences and agreeing to disagree is really the best way that we're going to get through this, because there's no way everybody in the family is going to agree to the same safety precautions and agree to how much they should go out or when they should wear a mask. I mean, it's just not realistic. As you can see, even us as a country, there's such a division in just wearing masks. So you have to just realize that people are going to have different views on it. And it doesn't mean it's right or wrong. You just have to accept it. And if you're going to do something that makes one of your other family members feel uncomfortable or feel unsafe, just don't bother doing it.
This is the debate that's happening in families across the country right now. There's something, you may be judging somebody for going to the club, but somebody else is judging you for going to the grocery store.
Right.
So there's all different ways. I think that the biggest thing she said is we have to respect how we're all trying to handle the pressure of this. And if somebody's doing something you don't agree with, maybe you just stay away for a while.
Yeah, if you're going to the club, do not come around me. This is the club-free zone, okay? 7:47.